Houston head coach Kelvin Sampson joins me. They are the American Athletic Conference champions this regular season. And, Coach, I'm always interested in March. When you knew that you had a team that was capable of this type of run?
You know, there's always wins you have in the non-conference that kind of push your antenna up. But the way we won at BYU and then the way we won at Oklahoma State, came home, beat Oregon, beat LSU, got down 15 LSU. I knew then that we had, if we could stay healthy, have a chance to be a tournament team.
As I've watched you this year, you've lost so little, but you've won so often when you've had to really fight to earn victories. You've had your blowouts too, but you've been in close games, and more often than not, you've won those. What's the value of having come out on the right side of those close games as we enter into March?
Confidence, being able to reach back into your memory bank and know that you've been there before, especially if you do it on the road. You know, 29-2 is surreal. Who does that?
Yeah.
You know, the record's what it is, but being 8-1 in our conference on the road and this being the best our conference has been in the 5 years that I've been in Houston was impressive to me. And the way we won those road games told me we have a good team.
Last year in the tournament, and I did a piece on my show about it, about the coin flip nature of March. You win a game against San Diego State where you make a bucket with 2 seconds left and have to avoid a three. And then you lose a game the very next game to Michigan where they've got to make a three or you advance. And I was so crushed because I always say, Kelvin, that one shining moment happens to two teams, right? But we always focus on the side that experiences joy. You experienced the joy and then the sorrow back to back. How do you best describe what these games in March are about?
The exhilaration of making the tournament, I think sometimes it's so short-lived. But it's the investment. It's why you do it. It's like the Kentucky Derby. It's the most exhilarating 2 minutes in sports. You know, for 5, 6, 7 days, everybody's talking about your team and about your players and about your team's history, about how you went about this journey. And then it ends. It's going to end for everybody. But I learned a lot from Tony Bennett. You know, he said something that really resonated with me, was that, you know, I had a group of kids I didn't mind losing with because I enjoyed being around them so much. And I felt that way when I heard him say that. I really felt that way with the team I had last year. The achievement of making the tournament was great, but the disappointment of losing the way we did was far greater.
You know, I had one more thing I wanted to ask, but I'm not going to bother with it because that sentiment right there, what you just expressed about it all, it encapsulates why I love this sport so much. You got to be willing to have it all end in a second and live with the consequences, good and bad. That's why I love the sport so much. Kelvin, to your team, may it last longer than the Kentucky Derby, man. Enjoy the run. Good luck in Memphis and then next week in the tournament, all right?
Hey, I look forward to seeing you and Andy at the U.S. Open.
We'll see you there. Be well.